Good evening. Now, for a while, I've been making attempts to approach this subject or approach this debate in my own time when I'm ready because I've been quite busy with other things. But to cut a long story short, what is the greatest Premier League team of all time? Now, obviously, this is just my opinion. It's my opinion, and so and without being biased, because obviously I'm an Arsenal fan. Um, there's different options out there. The 2004 Invincible season, the Arsenal team that won the league unbeaten in 38 games. Um, you could certainly say that's an option to kind of pick as the greatest Premier League team of all time. You can talk about the Centurions, Man City, getting winning the league by 100 points. That's certainly another option that you could pick because for me, I think I'll put them in my top two or top three. I would say because personally speaking, when I approach this debate, I look at it from the lens of what has been done by a winning league side that is unprecedented, and certainly the Centurions are in that discussion, Man City, because I don't see anyone winning the league with 100 points. I don't think that's that. I think it's going to be very difficult for any team to achieve, any winning league team to achieve at least. So for me, um, I think the Invincibles are a good shout because obviously it's hard to be unbeaten, and so are the Centurions 2018, and they obviously went back to back. But I think winning the league with 100 points is it's very impressive, and it's certainly I don't see any other team doing that. But personally speaking, my own opinion, I think the greatest winning league side of all time in the Premier League is the 2004/5 Chelsea team that won the league with 95 points. But here's the thing: they only conceded 17 goals. Now, conceding that many goals, okay, that short of goals, 17 in total in the whole league season, for me, that's more impressive, in my opinion, than being unbeaten, than getting 100 points. To me, that's way more impressive because you know here's the thing with the thing that would go against those other two teams that I mentioned, the Uniteds, uh, City, Arsenal. With City, um, I think the year after, I think Liverpool they didn't win the league, but they only won it 3 points less. They finished second with 97 points, and so obviously, in a way, if there's a good team out there that doesn't win the league, but they were close to it to reaching that 100 point mark. Um, Clearly, there's more possibility of that being done again when the league with 100 points. And with Arsenal and with the Invincibles, the Arsenal winning team in 2004, the counter that you can go against that was that they had 12 draws, I believe. Yeah, they had 90 points. They won the league at 90 points, but they had 12 draws. That's the main issue that you can, attack the Invincible winning team. And many people say that they kind of should have done more, but that's a whole different discussion for another day. But the main issue with the Invincibles of 2004 is that they won the league drew in 12 matches, so they won 26 and drew 12. So when you look at it, it's not really that impressive if you break down their games, the amount of games that they won compared to the ones that they drew. So it's not really that you don't really once you know that fact, you don't really put that in high esteem. But winning the league and only conceding 17 goals, you know, and by the way, they finished with 95 points, which is more than the Invincibles. To me, conceding only under 20 goals, 17, to me, that's unprecedented. I don't think any team, I don't think, in my lifetime, I don't think I'm going to see any league winning team win the title with only conceding less than 20. I don't think I'm ever going to see that again. Which is why, for me, Chelsea, that 2004-05 winning league title team is the greatest Premier League team of all time, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, because it's very difficult. It's very difficult to keep clean sheets. Very difficult. It's not easy at all. But to achieve that year under Jose Mourinho, listen, I think before Mourinho came to Chelsea, we already knew that he was an elite manager, won the Europa League with Porto and the Champions League with Porto. So we are aware of what he could do. But I don't think anyone could have foreseen Chelsea winning the league only conceding 17 goals. That just amplifies the greatness of John Terry, Carvalho, Ferreira, Peter Cech, who was playing. That whole Chelsea defence, that amplifies their greatness and their legendary status, in my opinion. So, and obviously they had, Frank in the midfield, they had Lampard in the striking position, they had Drogba, Joe Cole, Claude Makelele, etc. Great players all around. But for me, it's a mighty testament to that Chelsea defence that only 17 goals was conceded. That's very impressive. And for me, that's never ever going to be done again, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but I strongly believe that winning a league title with only conceding 17 goals is never ever going to be duplicated. It's never going to be repeated ever again. That's never ever going to be achieved, in my opinion. But we'll wait and see. Things can change. Things can change. But the fact that 17 goals in 38 games, that's crazy. That is just nuts to me. That's mind-boggling. But it happened, and credit to them. As painful as it is to admit, that's very impressive, and I don't think that's ever going to be done, in my opinion. And so that's just my opinion on who the greatest PL team of all time is, the greatest winning Premier League team of all time. Chelsea for me, the 05 season, and obviously they went on to repeat that season. They went back to back that season. They went back to back. They won the next year, 05-06. So yeah, I think that's just my opinion. You may disagree, but that's all I have to say. Take care. God bless.